Hi, in today's video I will be covering how to add some of these curiously wonderful things called GIFs or GIFs, whatever you want to call them. GIFs are part and parcel of a wonderful thing that you can add to your website, to add spice to your website, to add animation and activity. These are some really interesting GIFs that are available as images if you put GIFs in Google. That's today's subject. We're going to teach you how to add GIFs to your WordPress website. That's today's video. Let's move into how to do that on a WordPress website. Okay, so let's get right to it. You'll want to sign into your WordPress site. You'll want to click on plugins, and you'll have the plugins that are available on your site. You're going to want to add a new plugin. We'll go to there, and then here for the WordPress plugin bank, we will just put in Giphy, press, and we'll see what comes up. And see if there's a plugin here. And just put add GIF Master. We don't want that. Maybe just put Giphy. You won't have to make this mistake because you're watching the video. Okay, so we put in Giphy. Now, my initial research showed me that this one right here, I can find it again, Giphy Press was the way to go. However, there's only 3,000 active installations, which is really low because it hasn't been updated for 6 years. If you click on this page, you'll find out that Giphy Press hasn't been tested with the last 3 versions of WordPress. We're going to go, this gave me a curveball, we're going to look at inserting this one to add as an element to our Gutenberg editor. But first and foremost, we're going to install right now GIF Master because that's got 3,000 installations, but it's been last updated 2 months ago. So it's newer. So we're going to see how this works for adding a GIF to your WordPress site. We're going to activate the plugin, and then we're going to go to adding a new post. And we did this one already. I set up a post. It's going to be a test Giphy post. And that's going to take us here. Now, we're going to go to the visual. And we're just going to add, and should have right here, an icon in your toolbar for GIF Master. And then if you put a search in, try again later. I don't know what that means. Let's try this. Anyway. So, I should have known, having dealt with these for years in other sites and other types of situations, that this needed an API key. So it works now that we're going to be able to put in a word here, piano, and see what it comes up with. You see, this is cute right here. Let's do this. We'll insert that in the post, and there it is. Now all we got to do is save the draft, and then just show you real quick what this looks like. And there it is. So we'll go back right now. I want to show you what I had to do. I had to go into the settings after I installed GIF Master. Came down here, clicked on that, and then what it needed, if I'm using Tenor to get the GIFs from that, I needed a Tenor key. If it's Giphy, I need a Giphy API key. Now, how did I do that? Well, I had to go here to Giphy, and I had to create an account. So I had to go here to Giphy where I had to create an account. And once I signed in, went through all the steps to get an account. The account's free. I came up here to API Explorer, and I clicked on it. And then what I had to do is create an API key here so I had it for my site. So that's the part I was missing. I had to create that. Once I did that, you saw how easy it was to create. Now, if I wanted the Tenor, I would have to go click here. Let's just do that real quick. We'll show you what happens. Okay, so I go to Tenor here, and then I would have to set up an account here to get a Tenor API. That's what there was. The communication thing, it wasn't connected. That's why I had to go and set up a Giphy account. Now once I've done that, then I have access to it. Okay, so I just showed you through a WordPress plugin how you can add a GIF to your site in WordPress. The other thing is that if you have the Gutenberg editor, which you do, if you have the Classic Editor plugin installed on your WordPress, you'll have the Classic Editor functions as well. But if you go to what is now the default for WordPress, it's the Gutenberg. And I found this article about how you can install GIFs using the Gutenberg editor. Now, when you first glance at it, as this gentleman wrote, you don't see it. So I found that there is a plugin. I searched for plugins for GIFs, and what I found was this one right here. Now, I clicked on that, and I was going to download it and try it. However, right here, this is the warning thing. This has not been tested for the last 3 major releases of WordPress. It's been last updated 3 years ago, which is usually a danger signal. If it's not been updated, who knows what it'll do to your site. So I was looking for a workaround, so I found this article, and I'll leave the name of the article and a link for it down in the description. But what I want to do next is we're going to go to the site, and then I'm going to share with you how this works exactly. I'll show you in detail how it works so you can do it yourself if that's the way you want to install GIF on your site. Okay, so next I'm going to set up a new post on my WordPress, and then we'll save the draft. Then I don't want the Classic Editor anymore. So I'm going to go to my plugins, and the Classic Editor, I'm just going to deactivate it, and then we're going to go back. Okay, so we just reloaded the page, so now we're in the Gutenberg. We're just going to look. We're going to look for the image block, and then we're going to upload a GIF. Okay, so what I did next was I went to Google and I did GIFs to use, and there's some royalty-free GIFs here. So I clicked on that, and that took me to Giphy, and there's a bunch of GIFs right here. And if I scroll down through, let's say if I want, okay, let's say we'll click on that one. And then what I want to do is I'm going to click on the image. I'm going to save image as, and we're going to put this just on my desktop, and just like Giphy GIF, and we'll download it. And then we will go to my website, and then what I want to do is go to the media library. Okay, so I'll click on that there. And then this is going to download the image, and then we're going to go back to our post. Okay, there it is. And we'll go to the media library. I'll click on this. Okay, so we just uploaded this GIF to the test site. There'll be over here, open up the sidebar, and there'll be right here full size. You want full size so that you get all the animation, because when you uploaded this to your site, inserted it in this, it comes up full size media thumbnail. If you put it at full size or medium or thumbnail, you're going to lose the animation. The GIF won't work. So it has to be full size. So make sure it's set at full size when you just open this right sidebar up, and then make sure it's open up full size. I'm going to publish this now. Okay, so it says it's for public now. Now, what I probably want to do too is I'm going to check the alignment, and I want to align it in the center. So it just moved to the center, and we'll publish it as that way. And then we can go back, and it's test 2 here. Open this up in test 2. So we're in preview right now. We'll check desktop. There's tablet, what it looks like in tablet, and then mobile. And you see the full animation, the full loop. It'll continue as many times if you leave, come back, leave, come back. It'll all be there for you. So that's it for today's video on how to set up a GIF in WordPress. We went over how to do it with a plugin, and then we went over it using the Gutenberg and what to do with that. So if you got some value from this video today, please give it a thumbs up, like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well. And also reach over there and tap that bell icon so you get notified every time I publish a new video. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Take care. God bless.